Hi, writers. Today we are going to continue our work on writing research-based argument essays by writing an introduction. Our objective for this lesson is that we can draft an introduction to an argument essay, and our language objective is that we'll write an introduction to our essay using a mentor text and a checklist. So today we will write. And as I said, by the end of today's class, you will have drafted an introduction. All right, so you already know a bit about writing introductions for essays based on your work in our literary essay unit. You're going to notice some similarities between writing an introduction for a literary essay and an argument essay, but you'll also notice that there are a few parts that are different. Now, just like our literary essays, we want our argument essay introductions to start with a hook to grab the reader's attention. And there are a few different types of hooks we might try. We might try a question hook, where we just ask our reader a question. A description hook, where we set a scene that's related to our topic to paint a picture in our reader's mind, or we might use a fact or surprising statistic that will be interesting to our readers. So I tried out 3 different hooks for my essay, and then I'm going to pick which one I like best to use. All right, so for my question hook, I wrote, "Have you ever read a nutrition label on a carton of chocolate milk? What do you notice?" For my description, where we paint a picture in the reader's head, I said, "Imagine you are in a busy school cafeteria. The school is packed and each child walks by with a carton of delicious chocolate milk. You wonder to yourself, can this be healthy?" And finally, for my fact or surprising statistic, I wrote, "A carton of True Moo chocolate milk has 27 grams of sugar, just like a can of Pepsi. However, schools are comfortable selling True Moo. Why could this be?" All right, so go ahead and pause the video here and write yourself 2 or 3 different types of hooks to try out. And then in a minute, we'll pick our favorite one that we can use. All right, after drafting a few hooks, I picked my favorite. And I wrote, "Imagine you are in a busy school cafeteria. The school is packed and each child walks by with a carton of delicious chocolate milk. You wonder to yourself, can this be healthy?" All right, so now ask yourself, which hook that you drafted are you going to use for your introduction? Once we have a hook, we want to give a little bit of information about the debate and our argument. So this is like the second part of our literary essay introductions, where you gave some background information on the story you were writing about and who the author is. But instead of that, you're answering, what is the argument? All right. So what is being argued about chocolate milk? All right. I wrote, "Throughout the United States, health experts, the dairy industry, and concerned parents have been debating whether chocolate milk has a place in school cafeterias." It's just a sentence that summarizes the debate. Now ask yourself, what is the debate about zoos? What is the debate about extreme sports? What is the debate about Mount Everest? And you can go ahead and write the brief introduction of your argument and add that to your literary essay or your argument essay introduction draft. All right, here's my hook and my introduction to the debate together. Now we're ready for step 3. What is our claim? This is just like how we have our thesis statement for our literary essays. Now we need our thesis statement for our argument. So this is where you take a stance. Which side of the debate are you on? What's your claim? What are you going to argue throughout the essay? For me, it's either going to be chocolate milk should be served in schools or chocolate milk should not be served in schools. And I decided that my claim is that chocolate milk should be served in schools. I went ahead and wrote that down. All right, pause the video here and go ahead and write down your claim. Should animals be in zoos or not? Are extreme sports worth the risk or not? Should climbers be allowed to climb Mount Everest or not? Go ahead and add that claim. All right, finally, just like your literary essay, we want to end our introduction with 2 to 3 supports, where it's going to outline what your paragraphs in the essay will be about. So what are the reasons you think your claim is true? You're going to have to look back at your notes from our reading unit to remind yourself of what some of those reasons are. So I said that the reasons that chocolate milk should be served in school are that chocolate milk has healthy nutrients that people need, chocolate milk is healthier than other beverages, and that students are more likely to drink chocolate milk than plain milk. Now, I don't want to add 3 sentences to my introduction, so I can combine these into one sentence. And I wrote, schools should sell chocolate milk because, which tells me it's leading into the reasons or the supports, it has many nutrients, it is healthier than other beverages, and kids are more likely to buy chocolate milk than plain milk. Now notice I listed my reasons in a series, so I added commas. All right, let's check back to see that we have everything we need in our essay. And this is a good, in our introduction, and this is a good idea for you to do too. Go ahead and highlight your hook in blue. Go ahead and highlight your introduction in green, your thesis statement in red, and your 2 to 3 supports in yellow. If you're missing one of those colors, you need to go back and add that part to your essay. Right, let me go ahead and read my introduction all together. Imagine you are in a busy school cafeteria. The school is packed and each child walks by with a carton of delicious chocolate milk. You wonder to yourself, can this be healthy? Throughout the United States, health experts, the dairy industry, and concerned parents have been debating whether chocolate milk has a place in school cafeterias. Chocolate milk should be served in schools. Schools should sell chocolate milk because it has many nutrients, is healthier than other beverages, and kids are more likely to buy chocolate milk than plain milk. There is my introduction. All right, so now it's your turn. You're going to write your introduction using this checklist and using my mentor text here as an example. You need your hook. You need the brief introduction of the argument. You need your thesis statement. You need 2 to 3 supports. We're going with 3 supports for this essay. And then you're going to monitor your work by highlighting to make sure you have all the parts. All right. So our goal for today was that by the end of class, you'll have written an introduction. Good work.